Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we'll be discussing on how much I earned as a specialty doctor in the UK in a year. This video will give you a clear idea on the monthly variations as we walk through my real monthly income over an entire year. Before diving into the exact numbers, here's a quick overview. As a specialty doctor working in the UK's NHS, your pay varies depending on the number of hours you work in a week, the extra duties that you do, on calls, and other special duties. In my previous video, I have discussed my first NHS payslip. If you haven't watched it, please watch it first to get a better idea through this video. In that, I have mentioned that my starting salary was 50,373 as per the specialty doctor pay scale in which I am currently, and it's a permanent post. And as per that scale, my monthly salary was supposed to be £2,700 roughly. This difference in the monthly payments is due to deductions like tax, national insurance, and pension contributions. Today, we will be walking through my salary from May 2022 until April 2023. And the reason why I haven't shown this year's salary is that I'm currently on my maternity leave and hence I'm getting maternity pay and not my actual pay. Please remember, the only reason I'm sharing these payslips with you is because if you're planning to move to the UK, you need to have a clear idea on how much you may earn, especially if you're moving with a family. In my case, I have tried contacting several people working in the NHS to get a clear idea about the pay scale, but as they were in different contracts and a different number of hours that they do in different months, they weren't able to give a clear idea about it. So in order to reduce that confusion, I have made this video and I'm hoping this will be helpful for you. Normally, in a specialty doctor contract, you are contracted for 40 hours, that equals to 10 PAs. But when we calculate the actual number of hours that we are supposed to do in our scheduled duty, that may sometimes exceed more than 40 hours. So, usually, that will be calculated as an additional PA in your own salary slip. In my case, it worked out to be 12.25 PAs. Coming to May 2022, in that month I didn't do any extra duties and hence I was paid £2,701. Remember, they haven't paid me for the additional PAs that I'm normally doing. That will be paid in the coming months. In June again, £2,701 as I haven't done any extra duties. In July, I have done 8 hours of extra duty and hence I was paid 3,115. This you can see written down below the basic pay rate, that as additional rate. In August, on top of my basic pay, I have got arrears of the 2.25 PAs that I have done in the previous months and as well as in that month, and also the payment for the 26 hours of extra duty that I've done. So this in total came out to be 6,740 in that month. In September, I have done 14 hours extra and the pay was 3,847. In October, I have done 30 hours extra and hence was paid £4,426. In November, I was paid £4,581 for the 32 hours extra duty. And in December, it was the same amount for the same amount of extra duties. In January, I have done 18 hours extra and the pay was £4,082. In Feb, it was £3,862 for 12 hours of extra duty. In March, the pay was £4,227 for 22 hours of extra duty. In April, you can see £3,780 paid for just 4 hours of extra duty, and it was because of the junior doctor strike for which specialty doctors and consultants were supposed to cover for the strike, and because of the last minute requirement, I was paid a very well enhanced rate, but usually this is not the rate paid. This graph clearly shows my monthly salary throughout that year, and you can see the amount of variation that's happening depending on the extra duties you're doing and the arrears. So the average net pay in that year is £4,054 after tax. This graph shows the salary breakdown for that 1 year period, where the gross pay has come out to be £79,369. Tax deductions were £14,779, NI contribution was £5,451, and pension contributions were £6,038. So my net pay was nearly 65% of my gross pay in that year. That came out to be £48,650. You have to also remember, if you want to increase your take home pay, you can opt out of pension, but I am contributing to it as the employer also contributes amount a little bit more than what we contribute towards our pension. So I am saving it towards the retirement. Currently, as per October 2024, the salaries have increased, and if I was to join now, the same pay scale would have been 59,175 basic pay for that level instead of 50,373. And as your years of experience increase, your basic pay also increases. So currently, my basic pay has reached £68,174. This is all as per the Specialty Doctor's 2021 contract that has been updated. Hence, when I join back after my maternity leave, there would be an enhancement compared to these payslips. You may have also noticed the amount of tax deducted in each month, though I haven't gone into the depths of it, and as well as the NI contributions and pension contributions. So, in the UK, even though your gross pay may seem very high, after all these deductions, your net pay reduces significantly. Let me know your views about the NHS pay scale, whether it is sufficient, whether it's less or good, and whether this video was useful for you. Please comment on what you want to see in the future videos. Thank you.